In a rough part of the city where graffiti covered the alley walls and sirens were background music, a group of boys ruled a stretch called Red Street. They weren't dangerous, just loud, wild, and hungry for attention. At the edge of that group was Zion, a 17-year-old who walked with them but never quite belonged. He dressed the part, spoke like them, but inside he felt different, quieter, sharper, thoughtful. He didn't like bullying younger kids, breaking shop windows, or skipping school, but he stayed because alone felt scarier than wrong. Chapter 2. The dare one day, the gang leader Rafe gave a challenge. Let's hit the new bookshop down the lane tonight. Grab what we want. Burn a few flyers for fun. Zion, you're in. Everyone turned to Zion. He hesitated. It's just books, he muttered. So, you scared of paper? Rafe smirked. Or maybe you'd rather sit in the library like a good little schoolboy. Laughter, pressure, eyes watching. Zion's stomach churned. I'll think about it, he said. But inside, he already knew his answer. Chapter 3. The boy in the bookstore that evening, Zion didn't go to Red Street. Instead, he walked into the bookstore. It was small, warm, and quiet. An old man sat behind the counter with a smile. Looking for anything special? He asked. Zion replied, I don't know yet. Picked up a book on wolves howl. Some wolves leave the pack when it becomes too toxic or cruel. He wondered. They're called lone wolves. Not because they're weak, but because they choose solitude over blind loyalty. Zion stood there for a long time, staring at that line. He bought the book with his lunch money. Chapter 4. The night that broke that night, the gang broke into the bookstore without him. They didn't steal much, but they smashed the windows and lit fire to a box of flyers. The owner recognized Zion from earlier and cleared his name. Security cameras caught most of their faces. Rafe was furious. You told the old man we were coming. You switched sides, bro, Zion replied calmly. I didn't switch sides. I finally stood on my own. Chapter 5. Outcast for weeks. Zion walked the streets alone. No one called. No one nodded. The group ignored him. But something strange happened. They never spoke much, but Zion felt more understood in that quiet shop than he ever did on Red Street. His grades went up. His younger brother started following him around proudly. A teacher recommended his writing for a school magazine. Most members scattered, some transferred schools. Others got in trouble. And every Saturday, he helped the bookstore owner organize books. Chapter 6. The Return. One day, Rafe was expelled from school. After another fight, the gang began to shrink, one by one. Former members passed Zion in the halls and nodded. Not an apology, not in fear, but in recognition. Epilogue. The real pack years later, Zion opened his own youth center a few blocks from Red Street. Its logo was a wolf standing on a hill under the moon. He told every kid who came in, the world will ask you to belong. Don't belong to yourself first. Then find a right or be your own. The boy who once feared being alone had become a leader for others like him who dared to walk away from the wrong crowd. Moral of the story? Walking away from the wrong people is braver than following them. You don't have to fight to lead. Sometimes silence and self-respect are louder. Loyalty means nothing if it costs you your soul. When the world pressures you to belong, dare to stand alone until you find where you truly do.